Hi, good evening, everyone. Just give me 1 second. Tonight's going to be extra important um, for me to wait until people log on because remember we're doing the Bible trivia, so can't be doing that by myself. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can. I go through this every week. The drama of, can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. So I want to apologize in advance that I look a little tired. I've been having some late nights, early mornings, but anyways, we're here and it's going to be a fun night. So tonight is what? Tonight is Bible trivia night, y'all. We're gonna choose a Bible trivia video, and remember that the winner will be receiving a PDF copy of the book we just read, the Love One Another by Watchmen Nee. And but before then, I'm going to read from a devotional book, okay, from the Jesus Calling. So I'll still be doing that. I pulled out some books also because tonight we also have to discuss what book we're going to read next. So I have a few books here for you guys to look at, vote on, whatever. And if you hate all of the books that I chose, that's not a problem because this guy with the psst, it's not a problem because I have a lot more books. So, and that's the reason why I started these Friday nights was because I have all these books and these Christian books, and I want to read them, and I figured that other people will want to read them too. And so yeah, so don't worry if you hate every single book that I have here, no problem. Like it'll take 2 seconds for me to go and pull out a bunch of other ones. Okay. So hi Jesse, how are you? You're right on time. I'm about to read the devotional from the Jesus Calling. I don't need no, I don't. Okay, today's the 31st, y'all. It's the last day of the month. And then what? And then we're gonna go into February. My church is calling February Love-uary. I thought that was so adorable. When I read it this morning, I was like, that's so cute. Love-uary. Yeah, look. I'm excited for tonight. Cool nails. Oh, you like my nails? Really? I'm glad you noticed. They're all like shiny. They look like the night sky, specifically the night sky. Oh, I don't know, above Lake Ontario. Yeah. So look, see, this is January 31st, and then next page already it says February. So next week. Oh, you know what? No, not next week. What am I talking about? It's gonna be tonight. Tonight we're gonna read February 1st. Cool. I feel like I've seen them somewhere. Oh, that night sky, is it familiar to you? I bet. Okay. So I feel like there was something else I wanted to say before reading this. What was it? Hmm. Oh no, there was nothing. I wanted to ask for testimonies. Any testimonies? I feel like I want to hear testimonies tonight. You have any testimonies you want to share, Jesse? I can get us rolling. Yeah, let me get us rolling. Let me get us rolling. Okay. So, actually, you mentioning my nails, I have a testimony with the nails that I'm going to share. So, I was doing all my last minute, like getting ready, trying to get as much done as possible before the sun sets. Uh, and while I was doing all of that stuff, it was like I had just completed some like school assignment, and I look at the time and I'm like, oh, okay, it's like an hour to sunset. So in this hour, I can complete another assignment that I have to turn in on Monday. Um, and right as I had that thought, another thought came into my mind. And the other thought was, that I should take that hour to go get my nails done, which is a crazy thought. And I'll tell you why. Not because I didn't want to, because I have been wanting to actually for several months, but I'm not in the habit of doing my nails. Like, I like many years ago, like there was a season where I got into it, and but I wasn't having time and whatever. And I don't know what it is about like my nails actually, because I'm just remembering something else now. Um, a brother in Christ, um, like I remember came up to me one day during a time where I was like contemplating like, oh, like should I do my nails or shouldn't I do my nails? I don't know what the drama was with me with my nails at that time, but I was like not sure about it. And like randomly, like this brother, he came up to me one day and he said, I really felt like the Lord was telling you that you should get your nails done. And I was like, what? So there's something there. It's like, and you know what it is really? It's like a self-care thing. And so like God was like knew that I had like an interest, but I kept like putting it off. And so through this brother, like God spoke to him, to speak to me on that note. And it was a self-care thing. I know it wasn't about the nails, like I don't want anyone to get confused and be like, oh my gosh, what a ridiculous like thing, like God's not concerned with your nails type of thing. And it's no, he's not concerned with my nails. With he's concerned with things that matter more, and self-care is matters more. So like, so it's about the self-care, right? He wants us to take care of what he's given us. He wants us to enjoy what he's given us. And it just goes much deeper than that, right? And if we have a tendency of like neglecting certain things that shouldn't be neglected, he's going to bring it to our attention, right? And so anyways, the point is that happened many years ago. And immediately after that, like obviously like I did my nails at home, and then I was doing them regularly and whatever. And then I stopped because I've never been like I don't know how to describe it, but like I guess I've never been like that girl that like has to wear makeup every day, has to go, to make beauty salon appointments every week, has to have 500 handbags and 300 pairs of shoes and all that stuff. Like, I actually shop like a dude. like I only go to the mall or to the store or whatever, like a retail store, when I need something. Like, if I don't need something, I don't go shopping for pleasure. I don't. I don't find pleasure in it actually. Um, I feel like I'm wasting a whole bunch of time, and I rather just like, oh, I need a pair of pants because this one has a hole in it. I'm gonna go get a pair of pants because this one has a hole in it. As soon as if I can beeline it straight to the section where the pants are, I will. And I'll be, if I can get my pants and be back in the car in like 10, 15 minutes, I'll be really happy and feel like that was super productive and efficient. And now I have like time for other things that matter more. And so I will literally like wear my clothes until they literally rip. Um, and so, anyways, I'm saying that, right, to just kind of give you context here. Like, so, like, uh, I couldn't keep it up with the thing with the nails, like I just, I got busy with this and that and whatever. And then, but for like many months now, I have been feeling like I really want to get my nails done, um, and anyways, so today, when that thought came in, immediately, like it was interrupted with all these other thoughts of, oh, but I could use this hour because I've always prioritized everything else. Oh, but I could use this hour to get this assignment done. I can use this hour to like maybe like clean up a little bit, or I can use this hour for whatever. It's like the last hour before the sun goes down. I don't want to like waste it like going to get my nails done, that's silly, right? But then like I had a lot of peace with the idea of like I really felt like a strong impression, like just go, and I had peace with it, because I also had other thoughts like, but wait, I have to like pay the bills, and I have to pay this, and I have to pay that, and I really shouldn't waste money like on getting my nails done and this and that. And I just like had this peace with the idea of just don't worry about that, just go. So I was like, okay, it must be like the Holy Spirit, so I'm gonna go. And so I got in the car and I left, and I went like 5, 6 minutes from my house, and I went to the nail shop. Never been to before. I haven't been to a single nail shop like around here at all. Um, and the when I got there, the door said like ring, like to ring the bell. And I was like, ring the bell? That's weird. So I rang the bell, and then like someone came to then I tried to open the door, and I saw there was like a latch on the door. I was like, that's weird. And then this lady comes, she lets me, and she's like, oh, hi, this and that. How are you? What do you need? And I was like, well, to get my nails done, right? It's like a nail shop, And so she was like, okay, like what length do you want them? Or do you know what you want? I was like, I'm not really like clear. I'm just clear on the design. Like I already know because I've, I've been wanting to get my nails done. And then like yesterday, like I had like, I was inspired yesterday with like a particular design. And so I was like, yeah, actually, I know exactly what design I want. And I like pulled it up on the phone and I showed her. And she's like, yeah, sit down, this and that, and whatever. She starts taking care of me. And then like while I'm there, I noticed that like a bunch of women like just kept showing up, but they all had appointments except for one lady. She came and she was like, she didn't have an appointment like me. And they turned her away. And I was like, wait a minute, like I didn't have an appointment. Why didn't they turn me away? And so I asked the girl that was doing my nails, and I said, hey, do you need like an appointment to come here? And she was like, yeah. And then I said, but I didn't have an appointment. Why did you guys accept me? And she said, oh, because the apparently it was like around 5 o'clock. I think I got there like at 4:45, 5 o'clock, around there. And then she was like, oh, because our 5 o'clock canceled just like a few minutes before you arrived. So you were lucky and you got her spot. And I said, really? And she's like, and that never happens because we're really busy. So next time, call and make an appointment. You were really lucky. She just kept saying, you were really lucky. And then I was like, no, I don't think so. I think that it was God's timing, it's so cool. Yeah, it wasn't luck. It was literally that, like, it was God's way of confirming to me at that moment that yeah, that was him telling me to go, and it needed to be at that moment because he made an opening for me, and cuz it's anyways, yeah, like I know it sounds silly because it's about nails, but it's not about nails. It's kind of it's kind of like It's kind of like how they make like these jokes about like when married couples like argue, and they always say oh, if she's fighting about like the spoon, or about the dishes, it's never the dishes, or it's never the spoon, like it's not that, it's just like to like it looks like it's about that, because that's what's being argued about, but it's never that. It's always something else. Something else. That was just a trigger. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like this thing with the nails, it was about something more. And anyway, so yeah, that's my testimony. Um Jesse, do you have a testimony that you want to share now that I shared mine? Where's Caleb? You see? You see? You're here and he's not. God knows it's a way to express yourself, and he knew it was important to you and that you and someone else would really appreciate it. And I think there was yes, I agree. And I believe there was also something maybe even more about that, which is the that self-care aspect, and also a preparation aspect to it too, to be honest, because something that I was telling my mom, that we're transitioning, like we're coming close. Well, no, we are in a transition season. And like that, this transition season um is like semi close to ending. I say semi close because I still have I still have like another year after I'm done with this term to finish the program. Um, and then I have to like sit for my medical licensing exam and all that. But just kind of like keeping it very basic in terms of even just looking at it from that perspective of like career wise or whatever. Um, and just looking at school as like a season of transition, which it is. It's a season of training and preparation and then transition. And so transitioning from being like student to like full blown like equipped competent professional, right, or whatever. And then my mom is also like almost done like with her dissertation for her PhD. And then there's all these other things, right, that God is positioning, like he's for our lives, like some of us are being positioned for marriage, some of us are being positioned um like I know some women in my church, they have been in a very long season of infertility, and God is positioning them to have children, to receive a child into their life, and blah blah blah, right? Like, so it's all that stuff. And so when you transition from one season to another, like your life literally obviously changes completely, right? And so there's all this preparation that you've been doing to come into this season, but there's also like little things apart from the obvious big things that you've been preparing for. There's also all these like little things that must come with it as well, right? Like uh, great example, someone who does like public speaking, like while they were, I don't know if there's a school for for public speaking, but let's just say, right, that there's like a school you go to when you want to be a public speaker, right? Like every day that that person went to school or to classes or to do their stuff, they likely went in their pajamas and sweatpants and a sweater, like very casual t-shirt, like just normal, right? Not dressed up. But as they get closer to completing that program, and they start getting opportunities to have speaking engagements, the way they present themselves completely changes. Like they start dressing in suits, they start getting like regular cuts, they what if it's a dude, right? Like all that stuff. And before you know it, like, you won't it'll be very rare that you would, even when they're not doing speaking engagement, it'll be very rare that you'll catch them in sweats and a t-shirt. Like, they'll usually almost always be like very presentable, because now, like, there's this, like, they're in a different season, they're in a different season. And so, and anyways, like, what I'm trying to say, yeah. So the thing with the nails is, I feel like it's also like a transition thing. It's like, I'm already starting to see patients, in the clinic. They're not my patients yet, but I'm partnering with the interns, and I'm working together with them, to treat and discuss these patients, cases, and physically be in the room with them and all that stuff. And so, it's important to look well kept, to look clean, to look presentable, to look polished, to look like, 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 you want people to listen, right? So, like, if you look a mess, right? Then how are you going to help me get my life together if you look a mess? Like, you don't look like you have your life together. you know the same way, like, oh, I came because I want weight loss advice, but you're looking heavy. Like, you need to, like, look like, you can actually help me, so it's like stuff like that. And so, anyways, I think that's part of it too. And there's a bunch more to it, I'm sure, that God will continue to, like, unfold for me. But yeah, I just want to kind of, like, send that message too, is that, don't ever think that it's just the spoon, or just the dishes, or just the nails. Like, if God is moving you, or prompting you, or leading you to do something, and it seems small, um, that's just your perspective. It's not small. There's more to it. Okay. Sorry, Jesse. What did you say? What comes to mind first, as far as a testimony, is that God has placed someone in my life who has been nothing short of a blessing, who I believe will change my life for the better more than they already have. Well, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. That's awesome. I want to say anyone else, but I think, I'm not sure. Where's Caleb? Okay, you see? I'm gonna send him a poke. You and Caleb, seriously. You guys seriously take turns. It's truly a conspiracy. This is so funny. Anyways. Okay, great. So, well, if anyone else comes, then we'll ask for more testimonies. I would love to hear testimonies tonight, honestly, throughout the night. I think it feels like it's something we should do tonight. And you know what? It's also, let me bring the computer closer. It's also like the end of the month. We're transitioning from one month to another, right? And so, there's actually, like, in Judaism, like, there's like a ceremony celebration for that, and there's also a ceremony celebration for, when there's like a new moon and all that stuff. And so, and there's some people, also do special prayers to enter the new month, because entering a new month, like, um there's like, entering a new month is also kind of like entering a new season too. And so, like, there's just a lot to it. Like, it's interesting if you really, like, expand your mind into thinking, like, into thinking this way, right? Like, like paying attention to all those, all the big and small transitions. Yeah. Um, they all mean something and they're important and we should acknowledge them and pray into them and all that stuff. So I think that it would be good to tonight, if we can, as much as we can, like give testimonies about, what God has done this month before we move into next month. So, I mean, we have an hour to do that because then in an hour it'll officially be February. So, but no, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Even when it's officially February, we can still talk about everything that God did um, in January. It's still relevant. I think I'm gonna see if I can raise the computer a little bit. I feel like it's a little too low. Let's see. Is that better? I don't know. Okay. Anyways. I feel like I look a little rough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I told you about my sleeping situation. But it's fine. I feel fine. I feel great. But I think it's showing. Okay. Let me read, finally, the devotional for today, January 31st. Here we go. I am your strength and shield. I plan out each day and have it ready for you long before you arise from bed. I also provide the strength you need each step of the way. Instead of assessing your energy level and wondering about what's on the road ahead, concentrate on staying in touch with me. My power flows freely into you through our open communication. Refuse to waste energy worrying, and you will have strength to spare. Whenever you start to feel afraid, remember that I am your shield. But unlike inanimate armor, I am always alert and active. My presence watches over you continually, protecting you from both known and unknown dangers. Entrust yourself to my watch care, which is the best security system available. I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go. And now let's read the wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. The four, I don't know why I counted it like that. The four scriptures that go with this devotional. So the first one is Psalm 28:7. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. My heart leaps for joy, and I will give thanks to him in song. And then Matthew 6, verse 34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And then Psalm 56, verses 3-4. When I am afraid, I will trust in you. In God, whose word I praise. In God I trust. I will not be afraid. What can mortal man do to me? And then the last one is Genesis 28:15. I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Isn't that fantastic? I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Let's like hold on to that for a minute and just like think about what we know of God and what he's promised. And take that and then read this again, right? I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. That means he will never leave. It's not like, okay, I promised you a house, or I promised you safety um, in that new country or whatever. And now that you're somewhere that you recognize where you're safe, um, now I'm leaving and you're on your own, figure it out. No, it's like God has given us so many promises that this literally just means that he's never going to leave. It's one promise after another, after another, after another. We miss how many promises he has actually made to us. It's a good idea to like review what all those promises are. As a matter of fact, just quickly, I can do a quick search, right? Just like a quick, like super, like not serious search, like just like a quick one right now. Like just this first website I found here says 40 promises. Just 40 promises, barely even searching. I found 40 already. One, God promises us that nothing can separate us from his love. We know that's in Romans. God promises to work everything together for good. That's also Romans. God has made you a new creation. From Second Corinthians, this means that anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone, a new life has begun. Second Corinthians 5:17. God promises to protect you, for he will rescue you from every trap and protect you from deadly disease. Psalms 91:3. God heals you. Peter 2:24. He personally carried our sins in his body on the cross so that we can be dead to sin and live for what is right. By his wounds you are healed. He promises to give you peace. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. Isaiah 26:3. God promises to be near. Okay, look, just that one alone is already evidence of what I'm saying, right? Here in Genesis 28:15, how it says, I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. But we have this promise here that he promises to be near. James 4:8. Come near to God and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded, right? So as long as you come near to him, he's going to come near to you. And so, anyways, it just keeps going on and on. Like he's not going anywhere. God has plans to prosper you and not to harm you. God will never condemn you. God will bless you. God will give you victory through Christ. God promises purpose in the pain. God will comfort you. God is your strength. God promises to lead you. God guides you. God gives you rest. He promises to give wisdom. God will guard your heart and mind from anxiety. God will not let you fall. God promises to teach you. God is for you. God is a firm foundation, will give you mercy and grace, promises good things. God's testing is to refine you. God will renew you. God's son Jesus has overcome the world. God will make a way. It's endless. And this is just a list of like 40, but I'm sure there's more. He promises eternity with him. So that means eternal security and peace being held in his hand. Yes, that's right. Awesome. This devotional was good for ending the month. The promising to give us like strength, the strength that we need, um, each step of the way of everything that we do. And I like this. Instead of assessing your energy level and wondering about what's on the road ahead, concentrate on staying in touch with me. That's really good. That reminds me of the scripture that says that He is our strength and our that He is perfect strength in our weakness. Yeah, so I feel like that also applies, like for physical weakness. Why not? And to not waste energy worrying. Yeah, so this is really nice. I like this. This one was a good one. Okay. Then later we'll read February. I wonder how tonight's gonna go. not many people here right now. You can't play a game with only like me and Jesse alone can't play. I already have a copy of the book, and I'm not going to give it away. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. And then I don't know. And then you can't be the only one to choose the next book either. It's not fair. Well, let's see. Let's give it a minute. Let me show you what books I have out here. And let's see how it goes. Okay, so I decided to throw this one in here because I don't know. I felt like drawn to it the past like few days, and I just felt like it was like relevant. And so yeah, maybe. And if they don't, it's okay. Like honestly, it's not like we like worst case scenario what? Like next week we'll do Bible trivia. That's fine. You know. But tonight for sure I wanted to choose a book. Because I want like next week to start reading it already. Yeah. So here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, no, I don't know. Okay, maybe I feel all right. Just because I feel drawn to something doesn't mean that it's for everyone. It could just be literally for me. So it looks like I just realized that this is a DVD and a study guidebook. So unless everyone has the same thing or everyone has the study book, it just doesn't work. And you guys obviously don't have it. I'm the only one that has like mine. So this must be something that I need to talk to God about. So I'm going to put that to one side. And then we're left with these three here for now. So I have here The Glory of God. And I'm going to be honest, even though it sounds awesome and it looks awesome, I know this person. And I'm not sure if it's going to be a good idea. But I'm going to put it to one side anyways. Then I have this one, Experiencing God. How to live the full adventure of knowing and doing the will of God. Just the word adventure is so attractive. Yeah, this cover art is phenomenal. It's the burning bush. Look how sick that is. So cool. Yeah. I love the name of the book too. Like Experiencing God. What's not to love? This is great. Oh, and look at the back. It's Moses looking at the burning bush. Let me see. Let me open it. Let's see. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I really like how the presentation of this one for sure. So we have that one. And this is funny because this one is like very unremarkable. But anyways, what I like about this one is just that it's called the Throne Zone, right? So a worship revolution. So this one looks like it'll probably be good. But because it has to do with worship and stuff. But I don't really know what this book is about. See, like I just have these books and I want to get through them with you guys. So, okay. So let's talk about these. Or actually before we talk about these, Jesse, do you want me to bring out more books or do you want to just kind of like see what these are about first? And what's the vote here? See, and Caleb's still not here. You guys are so for sure talking on the side. It's so obvious. Yeah, well, the experiencing God one is very, very oh, hello. Okay. Okay, let's read what this one says then. Yeah. I don't even know who these authors are, but it says that they're best-selling authors. Oh. Oh, okay. It's okay. Okay. So these authors are Henry T. Blackaby and Claude V. King. So I guess we'll look into who those people are. And it doesn't have anything written in the back because we have this beautiful painting of Moses. Um, so let's open it and let's see what's up. It has some information right here. So let's see what it says. Find where God is already at work. Come alongside him, get in step, and you will experience him as never before. Experiencing God identifies and explores 7 aspects of relating to God in a richer, more personal way: knowing, loving, hearing, joining, believing, obeying, and experiencing. This book encourages each of us to seek God's guiding hands as he reveals his loving relationship to us. As we obey and understand God, we become builders of his kingdom. Each chapter includes key biblical references plus questions for reflection or discussion. Oh, I like that. Knowing God comes through a love relationship with a person. Through this relationship, God reveals himself, his purpose, and his ways. Then you come to know God in a more intimate way by experiencing God. Oh, you know what? I'm falling in love. I think I want us to read this one. Oh man. Oh, look, okay, we have a little something here of the authors. Look at these look at these two dudes. These are that's the Henry Blackaby and Claude V. King. So now we know what they look like, which is completely not important, but now we can read what they wrote about themselves. Let's see. So the Henry T. Blackaby, it says, is director of the Office of Prayer and Spiritual Awakening at the Home Mission Board of the Southern Baptist Convention. Okay, so he's Southern Baptist. And then Claude V. King is a consultant and writer for the Office of Prayer and Spiritual Awakening. Okay, they're from the same place. Their collaborations also include a popular study course and the Experiencing God Study Bible. Cool. Oh, the person who did the illustration. No. Yeah. Puckett Group. What? Illustrations, Mike Wimmer. Mike Wimmer is the one that did this fantastic painting. He's crushing it. Okay. Well, how can you want that Bible? You don't even know what the book is like. Let's first see what the book is like, and then we can see if the study Bible would be worth getting, right? I would love to research who they are if this book is chosen. Yeah, they are very old pics. Yeah, the title. The title is fire. Literally, it's a little burning bush. Okay. So it looks like this book was written and published in 1994. So we're moving ahead in time because the Watchmen Nee book was from the 70s. Okay. All right. Let's see the table of contents. All right. Move this. There we go. Okay. So the contents. It looks like there is 19 chapters. None of the books that we've read have had 19 chapters yet. They haven't surpassed 10. So, and it doesn't even look like a thick book, but it must be like the print. The print's probably small. Um. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting cold. Here we go. So let's read the chapter titles. So there's chapter 1 is knowing God by experience. Then knowing chapter 2, knowing God's nature, doing God's will, being God's servant. 7 realities of experiencing God is chapter 5. God is at work around you, chapter 6. God pursues a love relationship with you. God takes the initiative. Chapter 9, God invites you to join him. God speaks to his people. God reveals himself, his purposes, and his ways. Chapter 12, God speaks through the Bible. God speaks through prayer. 14, God speaks through circumstances. Chapter 15, God speaks through the church. In chapter 16, God's invitation leads to a crisis of belief. Joining God requires major adjustments. Chapter 18, joining God requires obedience. And then the last chapter, God accomplishes his work. And then there looks like there's just one more chapter after that, and it's just closing remarks. So, how does that sound? My only reservation is that one of the guys is Southern Baptist, and that might not be a problem. I mean, it doesn't bother me that he's Baptist. Don't misunderstand me. I'm just hoping that they're not like that type of Baptist that's like kind of like dead. You know what I mean? Where because some Baptist churches are like don't believe in the power of the Holy Spirit and all that stuff. And then there's other Baptist churches like the Black Baptist churches are like really like super spirit filled. So I'm just like, okay, which one are we at right now? I don't know. I don't know. So, anyways, I know that my mom wanted to be the one to look up these authors, but I'm wondering, are you okay with me doing it right now? Because either way, we can't play the Bible trivia game, right now. Like, oh gosh, I'm like rubbing my face. Because we need to like there's just, we need a crowd for that. We'll find out if we start reading and get a red flag. Okay. So my question was, can I look up the authors now and read when like can I do that now, or did you want to do it? I don't know. That's my question. Yes, you want me to do it now? I think this book will give us a heightened awareness of the way God works and reveals himself to his glory in our lives. I like the sound of that. Yeah, that's the hope, right? That's the hope. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look them up. And we're gonna like see what they're about. Okay. So let me see the name of these people. All right. Yes, that's the hope. Okay. You know how I roll, guys. We're gonna ask ChatGPT to give us what we need to know about Mr. Henry Blackaby and Mr. Claude King. All right, here we go. Okay, Arbor, I need for you to tell us about Henry T. Blackaby, one of the authors that wrote the book Experiencing God. Can you tell us a little bit about him, please?
Sure. Henry T. Blackaby is a Canadian pastor and author, best known for his book Experiencing God, which he co-wrote with Claude V. King. Born in 1935, Blackaby spent much of his ministry focused on discipleship and helping people develop a deeper relationship with God. He pastored churches in Canada and worked with the Southern Baptist Convention in various leadership roles. His teachings emphasize recognizing and joining God's work, rather than simply asking God to bless personal plans. Experiencing God became widely influential, shaping many believers' understanding of spiritual growth and God's guidance. Would you like more details on his ministry or personal background?
Yeah, his ministry.
Henry Blackaby's ministry was deeply rooted in discipleship and spiritual revival. He served as a pastor in Canada for many years, leading small churches in Saskatchewan and experiencing significant spiritual growth in those congregations. His approach to ministry emphasized listening for God's guidance and joining him in his work, rather than relying solely on human plans. Blackaby later joined the Southern Baptist Convention, where he worked in leadership roles focused on prayer, revival, and spiritual awakening. His teachings influenced churches worldwide, particularly through his work with Lifeway Christian Resources. Experiencing God, published in 1990, became a major tool for churches and individuals, leading to Bible studies, workshops, and even revised editions to help new generations engage with his message. His ministry extended beyond North America, impacting pastors and missionaries globally. Blackaby's emphasis on knowing and doing God's will made him a key figure in Christian leadership training. Are you looking for more details on specific parts of his ministry?
No, that was great. Okay, now tell me about Claude V. King.
Claude V. King is a Christian author and discipleship leader, best known for co-writing Experiencing God with Henry Blackaby. He has worked extensively with Lifeway Christian Resources, focusing on spiritual growth, discipleship training, and church renewal. King has authored and co-authored several other Bible studies and discipleship materials, helping believers develop a deeper relationship with God. His work emphasizes obedience, prayer, and aligning one's life with God's purposes. He has also been involved in training church leaders and developing resources to encourage revival and personal spiritual transformation. Would you like more details on his other works or ministry focus?
Yes.
Claude V. King has dedicated much of his career to discipleship, church renewal, and spiritual growth. In addition to experiencing God, he has authored or co-authored several other resources designed to help believers grow in their faith. Some of his well-known works include The Mind of Christ with T.W. Hunt, Fresh Encounter with Henry Blackaby, and Return to Me, God's Plan for Spiritual Renewal. His writings often focus on revival, prayer, and obedience to God's will. Through his work with Lifeway Christian Resources, he has helped develop Bible studies and training materials for churches and small groups. King has also led workshops and conferences, equipping church leaders to guide their congregations in experiencing deeper spiritual transformation. His ministry emphasizes that true discipleship requires not just knowledge, but action, aligning one's life with God's work and purpose. Would you like more details on any specific book or aspect of his ministry?
No, thank you. That was great.
You're very welcome. Let me know if you ever need more info.
That was good, guys. Okay, I'm feeling very optimistic. They sound really solid, huh? This book came came from the United States and the author is Canadian. I think that's hilarious. Um wow. I liked all of that. Like I liked what their missions were. Oh, hi, redefine apologetics. Yep, Bible trivia. You game? Yeah, my mom would have done great. No, I haven't. I haven't started yet, but we can get started now if you want to play. We were doing something else. Go. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna screen share and we're gonna choose a video. First, let me pull it up. Do you want me to do hard questions? Okay, let's see. Anything. Okay. Let me screen share. I'm ready. And it says extremely hard. So let's do it.
There's Tide. Do I need to appreciate guacamole?
Oh, a Tide.
Why do we even buy napkins?
Thankfully, Tide's the answer to almost all of them.
Do crabs have eyebrows?
Except that one.
For all of life's laundry questions, it's got to be Tide.
Wow. Good job, apologetics. 1 point for you. Pause it, take if you got a chance. Door prize, please. She was thrown down. Okay. Trying to give Jesse a chance to answer. I'm going to take note here. You don't know? Okay. Oh, hey, Lee. We just started the game. So, okay, but yeah, my mom's right. This is just round 1. So maybe you can jump in round 2 because we're already 2 questions in. Okay. His nephew. Okay. You can still answer, Lee, if you want to. I don't want to discourage you. And Jesse, do you have an answer for this one? Who warned Paul about the plot to kill him? Oh, Timothy. Okay. Okay. I guess okay, let's keep going. Maybe Luke is nephew, yeah? Redefines winning. Okay. Day 6. Jesse, Lee, what say you all? A 6th day. Yep. Lee, do you want to have a stab at it? Mm. Do, 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 do. Maybe he doesn't want to have a stab at it. Okay, let's keep going. Good job, guys. It's a good one. Okay. Ooh. These questions are great. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't pause it on time. My apologies. You get, yeah. You guys both got that one. I'm sure you guys knew it anyways. That's, oh, okay. So that one actually stumped you a bit. I'm surprised. Yeah. Come on, Karma. Okay. Hmm. Okay, Jesse. Okay. Okay, let's see. Peter and Andrew. Well, you guys both got Andrew. So you each get half a point. Good points. Okay. That's a good question too. Oh, you both gave different answers. I love it. Let's see. See who's right. Time for Jesse. Come on, you guys should know this one. This one's not so hard. Who did he say this to? Why are ye fearful? Jesse? Okay, let's see who's right. Do you guys want to challenge this one, or you want to just accept it? What are we feeling? You trust it? Yeah, I feel like challenging it too. I was sure that you were right also. Redefine. I really thought it was on the boat when they were afraid. I thought he said, with the storm, that he said, "Oh, ye of little faith." And then he calmed the storm. That's what I thought. Let's see. Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Let's see. Okay, so according to ChatGPT, he says that says Jesus said, "O ye of little faith," to his disciples in several instances, often when they were struggling with doubt or fear. One of the most noble instances occurs in Matthew 8:26, when Jesus and his disciples were caught in a storm while on a boat. The disciples were panicking, and Jesus rebuked the winds and the sea, calming the storm. He then turned to his disciples and said, "Why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith?" Literally the exact same line. In another instance, in Matthew 14:31, when Peter tried to walk on water to Jesus but began sinking, he did say it there too. Yeah, he mentioned that he had little faith also. That why did he doubt? This one, this verse, Matthew 9:9, I don't even know what it is. Let me see. Where's my Bible? I just had it. Oh, I'm using it to prop up the computer. Door prize. This guy with the door prize. Don't worry. Whoever wins will get the prize. I have an actual physical prize for whoever wins, so don't worry. Okay. There. Let's go to Matthew 9:9. Okay. Chapter 9. There. Okay, so verse 9. So here in my Bible, it's titled Jesus Calls Matthew. As Jesus passed on from there, he saw a man called Matthew sitting at the tax booth, and he said to him, "Follow me." And he rose and followed him. Yeah, that has nothing to do with why are you fearful or O ye of little faith. He just told him, "Follow me." Here we go. Use the Bible app. Calm down with that. I found it. I'm glad we challenged him because that wasn't making any sense to me. Because I did remember that when he spoke to Matthew, all he said was, "Follow me." So, see, it's important sometimes to challenge these things because you never know. So that being said, redefine apologetics. You get that point 100% because it was true. What was your answer, Jesse? Oh, Sermon on the Mount. I see. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, they probably made this Bible trivia like with AI or something and didn't even like check to make sure that it was right because that doesn't even make sense at all. Like, how could you even make that error? Ah! I didn't pause it fast enough. Okay. You both get that point because I screwed up. Sorry. Good point. Blindness is not an illness. You're right. That's funny. You guys should know this one. It's not that hard. I almost. Oh my gosh. Again, I almost missed it. Okay, Jesse, come on. We're waiting for you. Jesse's fallen silent. There's so much noise outside. It's so windy. I'm gonna have to get 3. Okay. Yeah, that's literally what Jesus said. Yeah, it was 10. Okay, so which verse is the shortest in the Bible? Oh, you're saying John 11:35? Okay. Jesse? And without looking, just as a bonus, after the time runs out and once you guys answer. Yes, I was gonna say that. Get out of my head. I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, and what does it say? There you go, you got it. Jesús lloró. Así es. Oof, I almost missed it again. What's the first commandment, y'all? No other gods before me. Okay, you guys agree. You guys rock. Six, okay. Jesse? I'll make it 6 too. Okay. Ooh, the 5th! You guys were wrong. Eight. Okay. 8. Good job. 1 point each. You guys should know this. Welcome back, Lee. Oh no! Ugh, I hate it when I don't click it on time. Okay, but yeah, you were right. Redefine apologetics, but everyone gets a point for that one because I screwed up. Sorry. Okay. Cedar. Okay. Good job. He was lame on his feet. I'm not sure how to know this again. His feet. Okay. His name. Who was Bernice? A maid. The wife of Agrippa. What say you, Jesse? I don't even remember Bernice. It's hard to keep track of all these people, huh? Okay. Yep, the wife of King Agrippa. All right. Wow. Well, I picked the one that says extremely hard. So, but my goodness. Redefine apologetics. You crushed it. Undoubtedly. So now, how many rounds do we want to do before we crown a winner? Or do we just want to do the one? What's the vote? Yes, it's very impressive. You're very good. How many do you normally do? How many did we do last time, Jesse? Do you remember? I think we only did like 2 rounds, right? You want to do more, Lee? Okay. Jesse, do you remember? Was it 2 rounds that we did last time? Or was it more? Do you remember? Oh, was it only one? I think the one was long. The one that we did last time, it was a long. Yeah, it was this one. See, it's already like watched. It was 15 minutes. And it was 3 rounds. Okay. That's why we only did one. Okay. Yeah. So let's do 2 more and then like crown a winner. Or do you want to just do 1 more and then crown a winner? This one also says hard. We can try this one next. 2? Okay. So let's do this one and then crown a winner.
What are you doing in my space station?
I'm giving you a chance to get back in on the action.
What a cute idea.
Box the Bible. Today we have 20 challenging Bible questions that should really get you thinking. There will also be a bonus question at the end for personal reflection. Are you ready? Let's go. Question 1. To which tribe did Micah predict the Messiah would be born? Is that into the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, or the tribe of Levi?
Okay, guys. This is actually like super not hard. And they're just warming us up. They're warming us up. Okay, everybody agrees that it's A.
The answer is the tribe of Judah. Question 2. Who was the man who provided the tomb for Jesus' burial? Was that Nicodemus, Joseph of Arimathea, or Caiaphas?
Okay, everyone says B.
That was Joseph of Arimathea. Question 3. Who said, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I was not aware of it"? Are those the words of Isaac, Jacob, or Abraham?
Come on, you guys got this. It's an easy one.
That was Jacob.
So one for Jesse and apologize.
Question 4. What city was Jonah traveling to when he attempted to flee from God? Was he on his way to Nineveh, Joppa, or Tarshish?
Yeah, you guys got this one. What city was he traveling to when he attempted to flee from God? Yeah, I understood you. Redefine. Yeah, because your mind immediately thinks about the one, but then when you read the question again, you're like, oh wait, no. Okay, so we have C, B, and C. Okay.
The answer is Tarshish.
Mhm.
Question 5. On which island was the Apostle Paul shipwrecked on his way to Rome? Was that Malta, Crete, or Cyprus?
Malta. Okay. So we have one vote for A, another vote for B, C. You guys are all in different places. Oh, wait. Lee switched to A. So ACA.
The answer is Malta. Question 6. Where was the pool of Bethesda located where Jesus healed the paralyzed man? Was that in Jericho, Jerusalem, or
B, B, and C.
it was in Jerusalem? Question 7. During the time of the divided kingdoms, King Jeroboam set up golden calves in the temples of 2 cities, Dan and where? Is that Gilgal, Shechem, or Bethel?
Okay, CBB.
The answer is Bethel. Question 8. When Elijah went against the prophets of Baal at Carmel, how many stones did he use to build the altar?
Ooh.
Was that 7, representing completion, 10, representing the commandments, or 12, representing the 12 tribes of Israel?
This is a good question. Okay, we have a vote for A. Another A. And A. Everybody's saying A.
The answer is 12, representing the 12 tribes of Israel. Question 9. What reward did King Saul offer to whoever killed Goliath? Was that riches, marriage to his daughter and tax exemption, or to command his army? Was that land and a noble title?
You guys know this one. Come on.
The answer is A, riches and marriage to his daughter and tax exemption. Question 10. How many decks or levels did Noah's Ark have? Was that 2, 3, or 4?
Purposely chose only the hard questions, though. Okay, everybody says B. Because honestly, if you just go to the regular like Bible trivia questions, they're so painfully easy that it's not worth it. It's not even fun. So I did this on purpose. So don't be too hard on yourself, Jesse.
The answer is 3.
You all got
Question
that one.
11. King Darius signed a decree that anyone who prayed to any god or human would be thrown to the lions. How long was this decree in effect? Was that 80 days, 100 days, or was it indefinitely?
You guys know this. Excuse me. Okay, so we have a vote for A, and C. Okay.
The answer is 30 days. Question 12. Who led the Israelites in the battle against the Amalekites while Moses held up his hands? Was that Caleb, Aaron, or Joshua?
You guys know this.
The
Okay, everybody says C.
answer is Joshua. Question 13. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old things have passed away. Behold, all things have been new. In which book can this be found? Is that from 2 Corinthians, Galatians, or Colossians?
A, B, B.
The answer is 2 Corinthians. Question 14. How many of Jesus' disciples were present when Jesus raised Jairus' daughter from the dead? Was that none of them, 3 of them, or all 12 of them?
You guys know this.
The answer is
B, B, and C.
3 of them.
Good job, guys.
Question 15. Who is the first woman mentioned in the genealogy of Jesus Christ in the Gospel of Matthew? Is that Rahab, Tamar, or Ruth? The answer is
This is a good question. Lee says A, Redefine says B, and Jesse says B. So we got A, B, B.
Tamar.
All right.
Question 16. In the Beatitudes, why are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness blessed? Is it because they will be comforted, or they will be filled, or because they will inherit the earth? It's
No, Lee, don't worry. I told you I literally like chose difficult Bible trivias. I chose difficult. They're all like hard questions on purpose. Yeah, so don't be hard on yourself. Don't worry. What's your vote though? A, B, or C? B? Okay. So B across the board.
It's because they will be filled.
Good job, guys.
Question 17. Who was the sorcerer hired by Balak, king of Moab, to curse the Israelites but was prevented by God from doing so? Was that Og, Nimrod, or Balaam?
You guys know this.
That was
A. Okay. So we have 2 C's and an A. Oh, A switched to C. Good job, Jesse.
Balaam. Question 18. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. In which book can this be found? Is that from the book of Romans, Ephesians, or Philippians? That
Everyone says A.
can be found in Romans.
Good job.
Question 19. Who was the last king of Israel before the Assyrian captivity? He reigned for 9 years before being captured and taken to Assyria. Was that King Shalom, King Pekahiah, or King Hoshea? That was
Okay, 1 vote for C. A and C. Okay, let's see.
King Hoshea.
The answer was C.
Question 20. What name of God was used by Gideon after his encounter with the angel of the Lord? Was that the Lord is peace, or the Lord of hosts, or the Lord is my shepherd?
B. 1 vote for B. 1 vote for A. What say you, Lee? B. So B, A, B.
That was the Lord is peace.
Great job, Jesse.
While you're adding up your scores, here are some bonus questions for you.
Let's do it.
What names or titles for God are meaningful to you? Has focusing on a meaning of a name, for example, Jehovah Shalom, the Lord is peace, ever brought you closer to God in prayer? I'd love to hear your thoughts below.
Or you can just tell me. Have you guys ever used one of God's like titles while you pray? And has it given you peace? I rarely do it. And I don't know if I would say that it brought me peace, but it just seemed relevant. Not that I recall. Yeah, it's not like a habit for me either. Elohim, but I usually just call him Father or Lord. Okay. Okay. Nice.
How did you get on? If you've enjoyed today's
Okay, so we're done. That was 2 rounds. Let me make this big, sorry, and stop sharing. Stop sharing. Okay. Wow. You guys That was hard. You guys did great. So I think it's clear who won. Redefine Apologetics. Congratulations. You have won tonight's Bible trivia game. You are the faithful winner of the prize. And the prize that you have won, you're going to. Oh, hey, Sylvester. You missed the Bible trivia. Maybe we'll do another round if you want. If you want to play. But I have to give the winner of 2 rounds in a row his prize. Okay, let me give him his prize and then I will. Then we'll play another round. And then maybe 2 people will win. I'm not averse to the idea of giving out the prize twice. So, Redefine Apologetics. Believe it's your first time here tonight. We just finished reading a book by Watchmen Nee called Love One Another. And the prize, yeah, I figured. Yeah, I've never seen you before. So the prize for tonight's Bible trivia, I've been saying it for a few weeks now, would be a PDF copy of that book. So I hope you're a fan of Watchmen Nee, because that's your prize. You're gonna get a copy of the book. So if you pass me your email, if you type in your email, I'll send it to you as soon as the live's over. It'll drop right into, you'll find it right in your email box. Okay. And congratulations again. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't get to read the book with us. I don't know if you're familiar with the book, if you've ever read the book, but you're going to have a copy of the book now as a result of your winning this game tonight. You are very knowledgeable and you very much deserve it. You did a great job. We're all very impressed. So, if you want the book, if you want the prize, then just drop in your email there and I'll take note of it and I'll send you the book. Meanwhile, while you're deciding whether or not you want the book, let me get another Bible trivia game rolling since Sylvester is interested in playing now that he's here. Let's see. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Okay, this is hardest Bible quiz ever, is what I'm looking at now. Do we want to do the hardest Bible quiz ever, or yes, thank you. Redefine Apologetics. Thank you for promoting the channel. God knows that if other people don't do it, I won't. Okay, good. So we'll play this one then. Yeah, so just pass me your email. Type it in and type it in the chat box and I'll write it down. Because I don't know any other way of getting your email. And I'll send it to you. Oh, you did? I'm sorry. I didn't notice that you typed it in. Let me see. I don't see see it. Huh. I wonder if YouTube is blocking it. That's weird. If that doesn't work, I wonder if there's another, like, what other way I could do this? Well, I could type in the chat box our email, and then you can send us a message saying, hey, I'm the winner, and then I can send it to you that way. Nope, I'm still not seeing it. It must be that YouTube is blocking it. Okay. Yeah. Ma, can you type it in? Can you type in our email? Maybe because you're moderator, it'll let you, because you're the owner of the channel, maybe it'll let you put in our email. Worst case scenario, I'll write it down on paper and just show it on the screen. Because I think what's happening is that YouTube is trying to like protect us. And so it's blocking those like personal ways of people communicating with each other. I'll do the next 3 posts. Hermano Pepe. Oh, redefine apologetics. You're giving me a lot of Latin vibes. Okay, yeah, you got it. Let me write this down. Yeah, and that's our email. Hermano Pepe. Date mi light of life at Gmail. And everyone who's on the channel now, if you guys ever want to email us, make prayer requests or whatever, or suggestions, excuse me, you can email us. Feel free. Okay, so I just want to confirm that I got this email right. Hermano Pepe. Is that, give me a thumbs up if that's correct. Good. At the end of the live, I'll send you the book. Yeah. Great. All right. So now, Sylvester, let me put another round. And maybe you'll have a chance of winning the book too. I know you're a big book buff. Let me share my screen again. Share. We're playing.
When it comes to video creation, every detail matters. I go to artlist.io for
Points. I'm
music
just
that matches
jotting
my
down the
vision.
points.
The more options I have.
Hello and welcome to our newest Bible quiz. Like, subscribe. Leave a comment below how much answers you got right. Let's go. Question 1. Who was the oldest son of Isaac? A. Jacob. B. Esau. C. Joseph. D. Reuben.
Right? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pause it. Okay. Hermano Pepe this says Ishmael. Wait, or Esau. What's your answer? Did you change from Ishmael to Esau? There is no Ishmael anyways, so Esau. Okay. Jesse says Jacob. Sylvester says Reuben. Okay, so you're all giving different answers. We have Esau, we have Jacob, and we have Reuben. Let's see.
Answer B, Esau.
Esau, good job. Right, sorry, let me get this paper rolling here. We got more people playing now, so I have to create a new list. And Sylvester. Where's Lee? Lee, are you going to play again or not? If I see your name pop up, I'll just write your name down and start marking you. Okay, next.
Genesis 25, verse 25. The first came out red, all his body like a hairy cloak, so they called his name Esau. Question 2. In the book of Revelation, what is the number of the beast? A, 555. B, 888. C, 666. D, 777.
You guys should know this. Yeah, fast answers. There we go.
Answer C, 666. Revelation 13, verse 18. This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Question 3. Who replaced Judas as the 12th apostle? A, Barnabas. B, Matthias. C, Silas. D, Timothy.
Okay, so are we all saying Matthias? I think you're all saying Matthias. Okay.
Answer B, Matthias.
Good job, guys.
Acts 1, verse 26. And they cast lots for them, and the lot fell on Matthias, and he was numbered with the 11 apostles. Question 4. Which prophet was fed by ravens?
Nice.
A, Elisha.
You guys know this one.
B, Isaiah. C, Elijah. D, Jeremiah.
Okay, let's see. We have 2 votes for Elijah, 1 vote for Elisha.
Answer C, Elijah. 1 Kings 17, verse 6. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning, and bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the brook. Question 5. What was the first plague of Egypt?
You guys know
A,
this.
darkness. B, frogs. C, lice. D, water turned into blood.
You're all saying water turned into blood. You guys are sure?
Answer D, water turned into blood. Exodus 7, verse 20. Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded. In the sight of Pharaoh and in the sight of his servants, he lifted up the staff and struck the water in the Nile, and all the water in the Nile turned into blood.
We're building some really exciting things, but our Scribe, we are so proud of it. It's the very best of AI tech.
Question 6. Who was the first king of Israel to commit suicide? A, David. B, Saul. C, Solomon. D, Jeroboam.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Answer B, Saul. 1 Samuel 31 verse 4, Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and thrust me through with it, lest these uncircumcised come and thrust me through and abuse me." But his armor-bearer would not, for he feared greatly. Therefore Saul took his own sword and fell upon it. Question 7. Who was the prophet that succeeded Elijah? A, Isaiah. B, Jeremiah. C, Elisha. D, Ezekiel.
Okay, so 2 votes on C, 1 vote on D.
Answer C, Elisha. 2 Kings 2 verse 9, when they had crossed, Elijah said to Elisha, "Ask what I shall do for you before I am taken from you." And Elisha said, "Please let a double portion of your spirit be upon me." Question 8. In which book is the Valley of Dry Bones vision found? A, Daniel. B, Ezekiel. C, Isaiah. D, Jeremiah.
Yeah, that was an easy one, huh?
Answer B, Ezekiel. Ezekiel 37 verses 1 to 2, the hand of the Lord was upon me, and he brought me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the middle of the valley. It was full of bones. Question 9. Who was the second king of Israel? A, Rehoboam. B, Saul. C, David. D, Solomon.
Okay, we have 2 votes for C and 1 for D.
Answer C, David. 2 Samuel 5 verse 3, so all the elders of Israel came to the king at Hebron, and King David made a covenant with them at Hebron before the Lord, and they anointed David king over Israel. Question 10. What is the shortest book in the Old Testament? A, Haggai. B, Jonah. C, Nahum. D, Obadiah.
This is a good one. Everyone says D.
Answer D,
Good
Obadiah.
job, guys.
Obadiah 1 verse 1, the vision of Obadiah. Thus says the Lord God concerning Edom. Don't forget to count your correct guesses.
Don't wait for
Meet the
you.
new context-sensitive properties panel in Premiere Pro. The go-to tools you need when and where you need them. Easily modify and apply settings across one or multiple tracks, all in one intuitive panel. Try it now.
Question 11. Which woman is mentioned most in the Bible? A, Esther. B, Eve. C, Mary. D, Sarah.
Okay. We have 2 votes for Esther and 1 vote for Sarah. Is that right? 2 for Esther, 1 for Sarah. Okay, let's see.
Answer C,
Ooh,
Mary.
everyone got it wrong.
Luke 1 verse 28. And he came to her and said, "Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you." Question 12. Who was turned into a pillar of salt? A. Miriam. B. Rachel. C. Sarah. D. Lot's wife.
You guys should all get this one. Okay.
Answer D. Lot's wife. Genesis 19 verse 26. But Lot's wife, behind him, looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. Question 13. What was the name of Moses' sister? A. Deborah. B. Leah. C. Miriam. D. Rachel. Answer C. Miriam.
Good.
Exodus 15 verse 20. Then Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a tambourine in her hand, and all the women went out after her with tambourines and dancing. Question 14. Who was the tax collector that climbed a tree to see Jesus? A. Matthew. B. Nathaniel. C. Simon. D. Zacchaeus.
Yeah, you guys know this one. Yeah.
Answer D. Zacchaeus.
Good.
Luke 19 verses 2-4. And there was a man named Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was rich. And he was seeking to see who Jesus was, but on account of the crowd he could not, because he was small in stature. So he ran on ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was about to pass that way. Question 15. Which book comes directly after the four Gospels in the New Testament? A. Acts. B. Corinthians. C. Revelation. D. Romans. Answer A. Acts. Acts 1 verses 1-2. In the first book, O Theophilus, I have dealt with all that Jesus began to do and teach until the day when he was taken up, after he had given commands through the Holy Spirit to the apostles whom he had chosen. Question 16. Who was the first Christian martyr?
You guys know this.
A. James. B. Paul. C. Peter. D. Stephen.
Good job, Jesse. So you're good with the names.
Answer D. Stephen. Acts 7 verses 59-60. And as they were stoning Stephen, he called out, Lord Jesus, receive my spirit. And falling to his knees, he cried out with a loud voice, Lord, do not hold this sin against them. And when he had said this, he fell asleep. Question 17. What was the name of the hill where Jesus was crucified? A. Golgotha.
You guys know this.
B. Olives. C. Sinai. D. Zion. Answer A. Golgotha. John 19 verse 17. And he went out, bearing his own cross, to the place called the place of a skull, which in Aramaic is called Golgotha. Question 18. In the Bible, who is known as the weeping prophet? A. Daniel. B. Ezekiel. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah.
You guys know this.
Answer D, Jeremiah. Jeremiah 9 verse 1, "Oh, that my head were waters, and my eyes a fountain of tears, that I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people." Question 19. Which book of the Bible contains the 10 Commandments? A, Exodus. B, Genesis. C, Leviticus. D, Numbers.
ADA.
Answer A, Exodus. Exodus 20 verses 1 to 17. "And God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me." Final question. What was the name of the garden where Adam and Eve lived? A, Babylon. B, Eden. C, Gethsemane. D, Zion.
Come on, guys. This is a free point.
Answer B, Eden. Genesis 2 verse 8, "And the Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man whom he had formed." That's it. We're done. Don't forget to comment your results. Like and subscribe if you don't want.
Okay.
Rediscovering the truth about Christmas.
That's it. Good. Okay. So I have it marked here. And again, our winner is Pepe. You can't get the book twice. So what do you guys think is fair? Maybe giving it to second place winner? That's you, Jesse. Congrats. So yay to hermano Pepe and Jesse. You guys did great. You wanted to win and you did. Hermano Pepe is a tough competitor, tough person to compete against. He knows his Bible real good. It's good for us to have someone like him around to push us to know the word better. You don't have to give me your email. I already know it. And I can send you the book. I'm just going to make a note to make sure to send you a copy too. And good job, Sylvester and Lee, for trying. And don't beat yourselves up. I chose the hard ones. So it was meant to not be easy. It's not a reflection of of you in any way, in terms of like don't like beat yourself up and be like, oh wow, I'm so like bad at this, or I don't know my Bible. It's not. These were hard. So because it was you're competing for a prize, I had to make the questions hard. Okay. There, I made my notes. You weren't focused? It's okay, don't worry. It's not the first time we've ever done Bible trivia, and it won't be the last time either. Every time we finish a book, we're going to do Bible trivia, and there will be an opportunity to win a copy of the book that we're reading. So now that we're done with that, we can talk about the next book. This is the book we've decided. Did we decide on this? Jesse, did we decide we're going to read this one? I think my mom fell asleep already, so there's no point in talking to her. Did we agree that we're going to do this one next? Sorry, guys. I don't think it was a definite, but me and your mom both voted for it. I'm voting for it too. Honestly, like this book is I'm feeling it. Ugh, that's my dog. She wants me to help her up. Anyways, yeah, from the ones that I had out here, I think this is gonna be the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner for sure. Look at this cover, guys. And look at the name of this book, Experiencing God. How to live the full adventure of knowing and doing the will of God. Yeah. Well, how about you let us know what Caleb thinks since you guys are in communication with each other secretly? It's my dog. She's the one that's fussing over there. And then like there's a picture of a drawing of Moses in the back. It's so sick. Looking at the burning bush. So we were learning about the authors before we jumped into the game, and we were learning that their whole ministry revolves around making sure that people line up to the will of God rather than making choices and then wanting God to like bless those decisions. So like coming out of that and instead focusing on what God's will is and what he's doing and jumping in with him on that. What about getting to choose between the book or the dog? you want a choice on the book or the dog? I'll show you the dog. Give me a minute. This is the dog. Okay, now you choose. You want the dog or you want the book? This is midday. She's like slipping. Yeah. Oh, now she fell again. Oh, let me go put her on her bed. Okay, here we go. So, I think we agree we want the book. Trust me. She's an old lady. You don't want her. Okay. So, let's see you vote. Do you guys want for me to read the preface tonight of the book? Or do you want me to just leave all that? The preface and the intro for, dang, I'm out of shape. Just carrying that dog, like, just carrying that dog, carrying the dog, just like, kind of took my air out. She's a little heavy. Anyways, do you guys want, for me to read, like, just at least the preface or the preface and the intro tonight? Or do you want me to just leave it all for next week? And instead I just read the devotional for February 1st, since it's already February 1st. And then we just call it a night. What do you guys want to do? It's almost 1. We've been on since 10:30ish. Yeah, so it's already like more than 2 hours. How you guys feeling? Do you want me to read maybe not the preface on the intro, but do you want me to read the preface or just leave it and then just read the devotional instead? What's the vote? Tell me, guys. Where is the... Oh, I have the computer on the devotional book. Let me take it out. There we go. Whatever's fine. Okay. I think I want to just read the devotional book, and then we'll just read the preface and the intro next week. Because it's getting a little bit late, and I keep yawning. I'm so sorry, guys. So let's do it. So here, the first page for the month of February starts off with a, what's it called? A scripture. Psalm 105, verse 4. Look to the Lord and his strength. Seek his face always. Great. Okay. February 1st. From Jesus Calling. Follow me one step at a time. That is all I require of you. In fact, that is the only way to move through this space-time world. You see huge mountains looming, and you start wondering how you're going to scale those heights. Meanwhile, because you're not looking where you're going, you stumble on the easy path where I am leading you now. As I help you get back on your feet, you tell me how worried you are about the cliffs up ahead. But you don't know what will happen today, much less tomorrow. Our path may take an abrupt turn, leading you away from those mountains. There may be an easier way up the mountains than is visible from this distance. If I do lead you up the cliffs, I will equip you thoroughly for that strenuous climb. I will even give my angels charge over you to preserve you in all your ways. Keep your mind on the present journey, enjoying my presence. Walk by faith, not by sight, trusting me to open up the way before you. And now we have 3 Bible verses that go with it. Psalm 18, verse 29. With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. And then Psalm 91, 11 through 12. For he will give his angels a special charge over you to accompany and defend and preserve you in all your ways of obedience and service. They shall bear you up on their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. That was the Amplified Version, in case you were wondering what all those extra words were. And then 2 Corinthians 5, 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. You know what I liked about this devotional? I think my favorite part is, if I do lead you up the cliffs, I will equip you thoroughly for that strenuous climb. That's powerful. Because it's a lie that God would not lead us through difficult paths, right? But he's saying here that when he does, if he does, and when he does, that not to worry about it, because he will equip us for it, for the strenuous climb. There's nothing, it's like what Moses said, like, if you don't go before me, don't send me. And the truth is that whenever God sends us somewhere or calls us to do something that's difficult, he always makes sure to equip us, not only go with us, but also equip us ahead of time so that we can endure, which is what kind of like goes hand in hand with what I was talking about in the beginning of the live, where I was saying like how the whole thing of like going from one season to another, like, and that transition, like there's like that training and that preparation that happens right before you enter into that new season. So it's the same thing. Like if your new season is going to be like strenuous, then you can trust that the season that you're in now will be an equipping right before you go into that. So you won't be going it. God's never going to send us into a very difficult season without keeping in mind that it's a difficult season, and therefore giving us like the grace and the strength and the weapons and the whatever, right? The harness, the, whatever it is that you need so that you can succeed, because he wants to see us succeed. Build us emotionally, psychologically, like he's not trying to break us. He's trying to build us. And even though sometimes the building feels like a breaking, it's an illusion, in the sense that if he is breaking anything, he's definitely breaking something that needed to be broken, right? So it could be like a deliverance that maybe doesn't feel good, or he's breaking us to expand us so that we can grow. So let that be the final thought. You guys remember that? Jerry Springer? Didn't he pass away recently? That was wild. Anyways, Jerry Springer, remember, he used to finish his show always the same with his final thought. That was my final thought. Non-secular final thought. Okay, guys. Well, it was a fun Bible trivia night, and we got our next book, which is exciting. And we're going to start reading it next week. All right, let me pray for you guys. Father, in Jesus' name, thank you for this evening. Thank you that we were able to engage in a little competitive little atmosphere here, but totally like in a totally healthy way, in a very productive way. And Father, thank you for new friends, for allowing us to meet others that are part of your kingdom, Father. And even through this brief encounter, that we're all inspired to just spend more time in your word, to get to know you better, know your character better, know more about you, and understand better what are the things that you can get saved at any moment, right? So we don't know what he was saying on his deathbed. But anyways, I think this dog. See, what did I tell you? I could hear it in her voice. She wanted to bark again. All right, let me spare you guys the misery of her screams. Thank you guys for coming tonight, for joining us. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Hermano Pepe. And we hope to see you again. All right, good night, everyone. Bye.